Hi everyone, it's me, Hopefully Skinny, and I'm back with my week 8 update. And I have my number one support person here with me today just to update you guys on her perspective of what's going on. So let's get into the numbers. On surgery day, I weighed in at 366 and my highest weight recorded was 557. August 1st, I was 350. August 8th, I was 346. August 15th, 343. August 29th, 345 with the 2 pound weight gain. August 5th, 339, and August 12th, last Friday, I was 332. So that is a total of 7 pounds lost this week, and a total of weight loss after surgery is 34 pounds, and total weight loss total is 225 pounds. So the 225 pounds definitely make me feel like real good, and that I've accomplished things. But some of the things that I'm kind of struggling with is I have two other friends who've had the surgery, and it seems like their parents changed drastically really fast, and I feel like my appearance isn't changing at all. And it's a little frustrating, but I do know that I am overall losing weight, and I need to quit comparing myself to other people, but it's really, really hard not to when you're kind of going on the same type of journey. What are your thoughts?
Are you asking me or him?
I'm asking you. My dog doesn't talk.
um, I can sympathize with the comparison thing because I've been temporarily staying with Mickey, and while that's been happening, of course, we're eating a lot of the same foods, and I've noticed because I'm eating healthier, I'm dropping a little bit of weight myself, but I'm also watching her drop 2 and 3 pounds at a time while I'm dropping like 0.3, 0.5 pounds at a time. And, I have to keep reminding myself that our bodies are different, very vastly different because she's had the surgery. And we come from two different places, so we're not going to lose weight the same. And I have to be okay with it. So I can understand why that's frustrating. You just have to keep reminding yourself that you're not the same people and you didn't start from the same place, so you're not going to have the same results.
Yeah, and I think it's hard reminding myself that, especially when my friends look so amazing, I still feel like I'm trapped in a fat body, even though I know that I am making a positive change in my life, and that this is overall in 2 years I'm going to be a totally different person. It's still the instant gratification that I got with food. I'm looking for that same high in my weight loss, and I need to realize that I'm not going to get that instant gratification. And I'm not going to look for it in food, and I'm not going to get it in my weight loss. So it is not something I think I really soaked in before surgery, that this was not going to happen as fast as I thought it would. It still happens faster with surgery than without, and I was complaining because I weigh myself every day, and I was looking at my everyday numbers. I was like, it's not coming off fast, it's not coming off fast. But when I did the math earlier today to see how much pounds I lost for the whole week, I lost 7 pounds, and that's pretty good weight loss. About 7 pounds in 1 week is pretty good.
Significant.
Yeah.
You have to remember too, you're only 2 months out. They're like nearly a year and 6 months out. You're obviously going to look very different because you haven't quite hit your stride yet. And I mean, no, you're not going to look like them yet. You haven't had enough time.
Yeah. Yeah. Some of the things that I also wanted to approach is I had mentioned before that one of my friends seemed to be more confident, so therefore she's quieter in social settings, and I wasn't I didn't think that necessarily that was going to happen to me, because I figured I was a very loud person. But we recently had a social event at my house, and I was definitely, at least I would say, 20 to 40% quieter than I normally am.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't feel a need to talk, and it wasn't I don't know why I was quiet. I don't know what really made it different, other than I just didn't feel like I needed to interject or be the center of attention so much. And I felt I was kind of I felt that I was appearing to be antisocial compared to my normal self. But it wasn't that I was antisocial, it was just that I didn't have a need to be the center of attention, or to always put myself in, so take someone else's limelight, I guess, if that makes sense. So, you know, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, I can back that up. I didn't think you were being antisocial. I noticed you were quieter. Um, I have seen that a lot with all of our friends who have gone through this, that they're a little quieter and calmer than they used to be. I mean, they're still the same people. They're still vivacious and fun and whatnot, but there's definitely a change in their personality, and there's a change in yours. But, I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be bad just because it's different.
I don't think it's bad, but it's getting used to the changed personality. I think as far as like, I mean, I want to embrace the change, but there's a part of me that kind of misses the, you know, say anything, do anything, and I still do what I want to do, but it's just like it seems like what I want to do has changed, and it's become a little bit more acceptable or socially acceptable, or what do you think I'm looking for?
Well, I think there's a weird idea in our culture where heavy people are kind of expected to be almost ridiculous. We're expected to be extra funny,
Extra smart,
extra outgoing,
extra put together.
yeah, extra entertaining, very loud, kind of,
Boisterous.
boisterous. So I think when we lose weight, that expectation goes, and we're just as prone to, absorbing those cultural expectations as a thin person is. So when we lose the weight, we kind of buy into the same thing. Like, okay, I'm no longer big, so I no longer have to put on this mask of this extra big personality to compensate for the fact that I'm heavy. Like, we owe somebody some kind of an apology and entertainment because they have to be in a room with us when we're heavy.
Well, I know that like before that I got a high out of making people laugh or chuckle or something, and I still have that sense of humor, but I'm finding that the draw of doing something like that isn't so prevalent now. Isn't like so much like I have to do it. You know, I don't know how to describe that. Like
it's not a compulsion.
Yeah, and so I kind of miss that sense of humor, but
You're still funny.
unintentionally. So those are some of the personality, and I think that I overthink things too, that I really want to be present with the changes physically and emotionally and socially and all those things, and be absorbent, and because you only get to change this big change very few times in your life, and this is a huge change for anyone going through the surgery, and I know that if I blink and not pay attention, the change is going to happen, and I'm not even going to be aware of it. And so I think it's important to be present in all these stages. Um, so that's kind of like what I have to think about, or say about this past week as far as bariatrics is concerned. My food is good. You know, my activity is good. I should be going to the gym more, but if I don't go, we try to walk or do something else outside of the gym. Um, but this past weekend on Saturday, this weekend was really busy. This Saturday, we ended up going to a bariatric picnic, which I blasted YouTube and Facebook for like a month before it happened. And it was a very small event, and it was a lot smaller than I thought it would be. But realizing that the first year they had it, they only had like 5 people show up, and this year they had something like 30. So it was obviously it's a growing success, and it's like more than tripling the amount of people that are coming out. So they are going to have it next year again. So I'm definitely going. I think it's important. Once again, can't stress this enough to say that it's important to be involved in the bariatric community when you have it, and it's important to have your support group and your system and to network, because it can feel very alone. Um, and there were some fun things. We played, what was that called? Cornhole. Yeah. It was very interesting. I pulled ahead really quickly with 1 point, and then she went to 8 points to 1, and she finally went to 9-7. So she kicked my butt. But still, it was fun. And there was a clothes closet, and I changed in like 4 pieces of, no, I changed in
6 to 5.
Yeah, 6 to 5 pieces of clothing, and I got 6 to 5 bags. Some of them really cute. I was excited. And every year the clothes closet grows. So definitely, if you have had the surgery or thinking about the surgery, this is an event to network and talk to people that have done it. My surgeon was there. Actually, two surgeons were there. And the bariatric doctor was there. The nutritionist was there. The nurse case manager was there. Obviously, a lot of time went in from Kaiser staff to put this together and to create a community. And that's one of the things that I really, really like about this particular team is that when I was in Richmond and other doctors, it just really felt that you were on a conveyor belt. And this time it's very much they need
Personal.
personal, and they're going to be a part of your life for the rest of your life because you've had such a major surgery.
And the food was really good.
Yeah, that you brought, people could bring food and you can taste it. I think most of the food was probably provided by the surgeons and the doctors and the staff there. I was worried about, I was going to bring chili, but I was really worried about like my container and leaving it there because I wasn't going to stay the whole time. And they actually had up stations, warming stations that they brought that you dump your food in and you don't have to leave your container. So I thought that was ingenious. So next year I'm going to try. It was. I mean, next year I'm going to try to bring something, and I'm going to, of course, make this one go with me. But she'll probably go because the chicken was amazing.
I'll go for the food.
Yeah. So yeah, there was a raffle which we won something. It was really cute what we won. We won like little bags that like when you turn them inside out, they like turn into like a fruit. I got a grape, she got a carrot, and our friend Andy got a banana. He had to pick a banana. So tell me you weren't chuckling inside when he came up with the banana.
I'm chuckling more at your expression.
Oh.
Because you're so scandalized.
I was kind of scandalized, which is kind of hard to scandalize me.
By a man choosing a banana. Oh no, the phallus!
So, and then we had her birthday party, which seemed to went well. It was really nice. It was a nice turnout. Everyone important showed up. So I think she had a good birthday. She has this amazing dress on that makes her look like gorgeous. So I'm a little bit jealous of that. Are you blushing?
Ew.
So I think that's it for this week. Is there anything else you can think of that we should talk about?
No.
Anything? So. Anything that you want to like talk about that you've noticed changes or?
Probably something to caution people about, and it's something I keep catching Nikki doing. Don't weigh yourself every day. Don't become obsessed with numbers. It'll depress you. It'll make you sad. It's better to weigh yourself like once or twice a week and be pleasantly surprised and happy by the large jump in numbers than to obsess over the smaller numbers every day. And I'm watching Nikki struggle with this image. Every day she wakes up and she says, I don't feel like I've changed. I don't feel like I've lost anything. I don't feel like there's anything different. And I'm looking at this person who physically looks nothing like the person I saw last year. And I've watched these changes happen, even to my eye, being with her on a day-to-day basis. I can see the changes. But you, as bariatric patients, and Nikki included, you are going to see yourself through the most critical lens, and you're going to be the hardest on yourself. So just be nice to yourselves. Take it easy on yourselves. Don't be so harsh on yourself, and be forgiving of those moments when maybe you didn't lose a pound that day, or maybe your clothing size didn't change that day, because it's gonna happen. You've had the surgery. If you're staying on track, there's no way you can fail. The failure's not an option anymore. It's out of your hands. So just enjoy your success rather than focusing so much on this potential that you believe you have to fail.
Right, and everybody loses weight at a different rate.
Exactly.
Weight at a different rate. Mm-hmm. And I mean, like, I don't see the changes, but I saw one of my friends, Shannon, her aunt was coming out of the store at the same time I was coming out of a different store, but they were like at a mall, so they were right next to each other. And I waved to her because I recognized who she was right away, and she kind of did this like, what the hell are you wave? Like, I think I should know you, but I don't. And then I was like, it's me, Angel. It's Nikki. And Angel was like, oh my God, you look so different. Well, she saw me like four years ago, and I was easily over 100 pounds heavier. But I don't feel like I've looked that different, so I was really surprised that she didn't recognize me. So, but I do have some people who don't recognize me now. So, all right, so I'm gonna say goodbye, and Lisa's gonna say goodbye too.
I can
Bye.
remember which hand shows up on the screen.
Yeah, I'm always going backwards too. So I'm going to say goodbye, and I'm going to wish you guys a happy, healthy, and safe journey on your weight loss. And also, I hope that surgery or life is as bright on the other side of surgery as it is for me. Came up with that tagline all on my own. Isn't it impressive? All right, but anyways,
Impressive and cheeky.
bye.